tears have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck happened there?
The laws of time and space shattered in an instant.
My legs.
Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't look at this at home.
No, it is not. I have the two intro, like the teaser bits that were just to remind everyone who's in what block for the first ones. But it is just the single intro for all of them. Hello everyone. Like all of those highlights were from the qualifiers. And what a show do we have lined up for you this fine evening. The C64 Summit, because fuck Spectrum. Old rivalries die hard. As it will be a #1 contendership match. For the Junior Vice Executive Championship. Oh, hey, Seaweed. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, wearing smashing blouses and all of that. As it will be Roy going up against Pretty Boy Dickie Boyd. And the winner on the next show will take on Super Anus for the Junior Vice Executive Championship. Oh, indeed. So who do you have, folks? was Spike Dragon as well. The Roy character came from JayBeeIye's Smash Brothers streams, where I just thought, like, because there's the characters from Fire Emblem in that, and I've never played those. And all I knew was about this guy was that he was called Roy. And I just thought it would be really funny to have like a underdog character just called Roy with like all caps. Because Roy, he's our boy. If he can't do it, great. The Fire Emblem games are they're like Final Fantasy type RPGs, aren't they? Final Fantasy adjacent. See a boy in the woods, so we use sense. That? Who can tell? Kind of split on this one. Pretty Boy Dickie Boyd has his fans, Roy has his fans. Roy chopping the titties now. Suplex there from Pretty Boy Dickie Boyd. Beautiful monkey flip. Oh, hello, Jen. You've got a match tonight. Roy heads up top. Drop kick and a beauty. Yes, you've got one of the prelim matches. Oh! He's exhausted him with that. No, it was a pinfall. But the pin and submission criticals don't take effect if there's a rope break. Yes, Roy has tech crits. Big flippy boy. What's the elbow? Oh, he's a big birdie boy. All pins are all corner rolls, you know that, Spike Dragon. As you can see, Pretty Boy Dickie Boyd starting to recover a little bit from the shock of that pin attempt. Came at him from out of nowhere. Big standy boy. Don't worry about that, Jen. As long as you're doing okay, that's the main thing. Roy really taking it to him now. Oh, eats shit on the elbow. Now they're just trading blows. Oh, jeez. Frankenstein right on the head, spiked him with it. Roy's having none of that shit. It's the ropes. Beautiful drop kick. Split leg moonsault. Big bulldog from Roy. He's caught by the Jaguar defense. Atomic drop. Right in the bracket. And again. Backslide. Pretty boy Dickie Boyd manages to get the shoulders up. Seems like he's recovered from that, the shock, the surprise of that roll-up attempt earlier. Oh, Roy with the reversal, arm drag. Taken down, big standy boy there. Backslide. Sends him into the ropes. Ducks under and again. Had the momentum on his side there, locks in a submission. And Roy does it. That is our boy Roy. So I don't know what I'll be streaming tomorrow yet. There's a few games I'm thinking about. As I say, two of our bigger stars looking to get back to winning ways. Another of the Dragon suplex against who had that upset loss to preclude her from making the group stages of the C64 Summit against someone else who suffered an upset. And these two have never met yet. Oh, what indeed.
Fight!
The very noisy Johnny. Trying to get things going. Someone did make it, Jim. And they made the safety zone. Neither of them really taking the full advantage yet. Johnny, you rude man! That was the finger gun, seaweed. Johnny did just finger your ass, Jen.
Give up?
Tell me he didn't just do that. Still trying to get the crowd on our side. Johnny back to his feet though. Low blow! Johnny, you baddie!
5 minutes gone.
Hello, Alicia. Larry in the corner from Johnny. Low blow! Into the cover! Only a 1 count. Getting slappy in here. Johnny hits the first big boy senton of the match. I am doing very well, Alicia. I hope you're doing okay too. What are you doing, Jen? Oh, missed with the breaker of chins there. First 2 count of the match. Good shot from Johnny. Oh, getting slappy. Johnny with the pile driver. Oh, dragon suplex, first of the match. Fork. Followed by the DDT. Suplex there from Jen. Into a line tamer.
Give up. Break.
Another 2 count. Oh, that's Johnny in the corner. What is she thinking here? Superplex. Left him dazed. And now trading blows again. Those crazy powered lariats of Jen's. Well, put a stop to damn near anyone, but there's a low blow again. Johnny, you big cheat. Big girl sent on. No, you have not, Afi. These are just the prelims. Getting so very close there. T-bone suplex. Getting slappy again. Fork! Johnny, you big cheat! Spear. Oh! Just barely dodging the breaker of chins there. Back into the line tamer. Brain buster! Now trying to further open the cut on the head of steel. There's a sickle to the crotch. Getting slappy once more. Jen, you fool! Big back breaker. Hill's had enough. Dragon suplex. Oh, going for a tiger suplex this time. Breaker of chins. Johnny kicks out. Johnny, you rude man. Oh, what's he going for here? Pool of blood on the outside now. Breaker the chins, but it was on the outside. No pinfall can be made. Oh shit! Batista bomb! On the floor! Manages to block, getting hit by the light tube. Big girl sent on. Capture suplex, but Johnny was too close to the ropes. Low blow, you bad man. And here they go again. Trading lariats now. Low blow from Johnny. Fork! Oh my god! Look at the blood! Look at the blood! Batista bomb! And Johnny gets back to winning ways, and it is little wonder. After those weapon shots. Ruthless man indeed. We're now going to have a title match. Sean Cass will defend his title. No wait, wrong one. It's Chainsaw's. I keep getting the two titles mixed up because Cass has had them both. The Pier 6 Championship on the line. Where we move into the group matches.
Fight.
Oh, starting things strong to begin with. Death, death, death! Menor manages to put the brakes on. Very cagey to begin with, as neither wants to be the first to run into that barbed wire. No blood yet. Or you have to imagine it's a matter of when, not if, that changes. There it is. We have first blood. Big strikes. Rick's got wood. Now trading blows centre of the ring. Big kick there. The repeated shots to the head, trying to open up that cut. That would be funny if, like, you take the mask off and there's just like no head under there.
Give up.
Trying to choke him out by lifting him off the ground. And again,
Give up.
and Chainsaw is not a small man by any stretch of the imagination. Trying to light up the chest with those shots. Get hammered. Trying to bring the candlestick into play, but it's overpowered again.
Give up.
Trying to give him the coochie coo. Reverses once again. Takes the plunge into that barbed wire. But he's just standing straight back up. I think he likes the pain. Oh, now both men are bleeding. I don't know if our insurance will cover this. Snap suplex. Oh, he's got that barbed wire baseball bat. Coochie coochie coo!
Give up.
Chainsaw fights his way out. Oh dear, we know what that noise means. Kaboom! Both men survive the explosion. This match will continue. And I think even the referee's cut now. Oh, what's in that claw hold?
Give up.
New champ! And clearly I need to fix his music. Either that or it's the same kind of bug as with the MMA fights. Not to be confused with Pier 56. No, no, no. Right. So, friends, time for the block matches. Yeah, it works because, like, he's tough, but he's not like steamrolling people like he was. Like, we could never get the balance right before. He was either steamrolling people or getting his ass kicked with no in between. Whereas now it's balanced matches that can go either way, which is the best way. So friends, welcome back to Block A. We are going to kick things off. Well, steamrolling people's boring. The entire point here, KNI, is that on their day here, anyone can beat anyone. Oh, welcome back to Tracks. You can have monster heels, but if they're steamrolling people and winning every single time, without it being like competitive or whatever, then it gets a bit old. Ah, okay, yes. I hope I'm saying that right. Bomaye did not get off to a winning start.
Fight.
Looking to pick that up here. Each of these group matches with a 30-minute time limit. And you think whoever comes out on top of this, not only basically, it's a big G1 style tournament. So we have 2 groups of 16.
Give up.
Each stream will have, like, everyone in a group will have a match each. The winners of each group will face each other at the end once everyone's wrestled everyone to crown our new champion, which is now currently vacant.
Give up.
Kicks the leg out of the leg.
Give
I'm
up.
trying to work the legs to take away those vicious knees that Connie likes to hit with. We have no invisible man in the C64 summit. With a handful of exceptions,
Give up.
these are not people who have actually wrestled on real shows. Even if it is Janela's spring break. That's a fair point.
1, 2.
He could be in that corner right now. No invisible man, or indeed men, that we know of. Trading blows.
Give up.
Elbow back of the head. Connie just popped straight back up. And we saw her do that on the first group of Block A matches. She stood straight up after taking a burning hammer. That is why they call her the toughest bitch alive.
Give up. Give up.
Oh, appreciate that, the chance.
1, 2.
Oh, Apocalypso!
1, 2.
And also, you don't need to like abbreviate the swears, you know, we're cool with that here. You know, so long as it's not like, you know, bigotry or whatever, you know, you're pretty much welcome to say whatever.
Break.
You know damn well what I mean, Chainsaw. No, like, yeah, the only real wrestlers that made it, like Jody, Everett, and Rush. Brain Buster! 2.9. Enziguri says, try and get the crowd on our side. Yeah, Drew Mungous and Justine saying. Oh, Enziguri out in the corner. Money back up though. Oh, hits the ropes. Sliding German. I'll slip that in at some point. In fact, I'll do that the next time. I'll make that one of the prelim matches next time. I do have a Jurgen Simmons in the game, Chase, and yes, I've seen his streams. He's a funny, cool dude. Oh, hits the ropes. Drives in with the knee, but not done yet. And could that be hubris? Takes a suplex. Brain Buster out of the ring. Good God, Connie.
2, 3,
Follows in lukewarm pursuit.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh God! Apocalypso on the floor.
10,
You monster sage.
14, 15.
Neckbreaker. Off top leg drop. Ah, that may be where I know the name from his strings then. Thinking what to do next. Again. Rapid fire, someone drop. Oh, locks in a sleeper. And Connie gets the win. But on the second asking, Connie gets points on the board. As next up will be Dirk Anger going up against Drew Mungous. Place your bets now, folks. Oh, hello, Jayla. How are you? How long have you been lurking there? I was telling them earlier that you're going to be joining me tomorrow, and I have no idea what to do yet. Jurgen Simmons versus Batista. I like it.
Fight.
So Dirk Anger, you would imagine, has his work cut out for him taking on Drew Mungous here, but, you know, I mean, he scored an upset to make it this far, taking Johnny Blood out of the running. Referee Big Hands Johnson looking on. Oh, Muff dive. Yeah, you're not putting someone away that early. Don't even think about it.
1.
Oh, trading shots. What we love to see. You love to see it, as a certain Irish wrestler would say. Just giving a slam to the outside.
1.
Taking this. Oh shit! See, he brought in the kendo stick because Jayla's here. That's what it is. That's good to hear, Chase. I mean, I don't play 2K20 myself, but
5 minutes gone.
absolutely put the word out there. Oh, looking for the big choke boy, got a kick to the plums for his efforts. That's cool, Chase. I've found that a few times, like, with making wrestlers in the 2K games, if you need like reference picks or whatever. Like a lot of people are pretty good about like, you know, helping out because a lot of them pop for it. Like a lot of them do get a kick out of like seeing themselves being made in the games. Oh, hits the ropes. Clothesline in a beauty. Yeah, some faces are easier to work in it than others. I always had that with making Jayla actually. Like some face shapes just don't seem to work well in it. I always had the same problem trying to make Noam Dar as well before they actually started putting him in the games. Oh, big Rana boy. Dirk again looking for weapons, looking for that plunder.
11, 12.
I would imagine, like, I imagine they'll put a few in it, and he'll be one of them because he's wrestled in actual NXT as well. Oh, we have a win. Dirk Anger pulling off yet another upset. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Can you hear me?
Just about.
Just about, okay. We're getting there. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jayla
Something
Dark
more to do
back.
with my headset than anything else.
Is it a new one or something?
Hello. It is Miss Jayla Dark. Hi. Just give me 2 seconds because I think I've done something to my headset. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, no worries.
You got an echo or something?
Oh, and I hear a wild Scott Tumulty in the background as well. I was actually watching Scott's brother stream earlier. How's everyone in the chat doing? Anyway, you all good? Oh yeah, it's been like it was rough, the chat. Like I haven't been talking about it a huge amount on here because I try to keep these streams a bit, you know, light-hearted and fun. But it was rough, but very necessary. Like, it needed to happen. We're having Discord problems. Please bear with us. Oh, nice. I look forward to seeing them, Jim. I like the previews that you put up. Hello? Try that again. Infernal bloody Discord. Hello?
Hello?
Ah, we're good. We're good. I'll turn on the screen share as well. You hear me now? Can you hear me?
I can hear you if I watch it through Twitch. I can't hear you on Discord.
That's weird.
Which means I get this mad echo thing, so I can hear myself back.
Check your settings. Like, see that your audio for Discord's coming through your headset.
I'm trying.
Like
So this is why I shouldn't be allowed to do technology on the fly, because I'll do tech on the fly and it'll all go wrong.
See, like the down the bottom where it'll have your username, like the wee cog next to it, and then voice and video.
Oh, okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So if you check in there, just
So output device is default. What are the other options?
You can probably hear Scott talking in the background because this is a really sensitive microphone.
I
So
can
try,
hear Scott. Hello, Scott.
I think real tech, try that one first. See if anything happens. And then go through each one.
Hello, hello, hello.
Try talking now?
Hello. Hello.
No.
Okay, so that one's trying to sound like the one.
Nope. Nothing's working. It's very strange because the last time we did this, I didn't have to do anything.
This is weird. It's like everyone's showing.
It is weird. It's
working fine on my end.
boding well for tomorrow.
Have you restarted your Discord as well?
You try resetting your Discord because that sometimes works for me when I have problems like this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Give me 2 seconds.
Sure. Sorry about this, folks. But wee bit of troubleshooting before we do some whatever tomorrow. Now, I gave Jordan new attire to go with his Bionic Elmo nickname. Or Bionic Elmo handle on Twitter. Hello? Can you hear me now? I'm gonna take that as a
No, it's just not, whatever's coming through Discord, it's just not working.
Have you got your volume for Discord turned down on your computer? Because I do that sometimes.
No?
Huh. How
As
weird.
far as I'm aware. I'm just checking, but no. Everything for Discord is up.
Well, now that you've changed your settings, I'll try
Okay,
restarting.
you guys just keep going in the matches. Eventually I will work out what I'm doing.
Okay. I'll try restarting the call as well, because that is
Okay.
you've changed settings since then. And hopefully we'll get somewhere.
Ooh, maybe.
Right. Hasha! Hello? Hello?
Okay, let me just mute this and say something else.
Why should I say something else?
I don't know, just to see if I can hear you, but I can hear you through Twitch, but I can't hear you through Discord.
That is weird.
It's really weird. We've never had any problems like this before.
No. Like, all my settings are, like, should be fine. Yeah, headphones are microphones.
I've literally not changed any of my settings since the last time we did this.
Huh.
Fight.
Anyone out there know what this might be? Anyone a bit more tech savvy
Anybody
than us?
who's good at streaming want to help?
I wish Rep was here, he'd know.
Yeah. I'm trying to just. It's weird because like I said, I've not changed anything since.
How are you anyway?
So I'm just gonna have to put up with a nice echoey me.
Oh no. I mean, you sound fine on my end.
But that's it. It's more that when I'm talking, after a couple of seconds delay, I'll be able to hear the start of my sentence.
Huh.
Because obviously the only way I'm hearing it is through the delay that you get when you're watching it on Twitch.
Is it a new headset by any chance?
No, it's not a new headset. But I like where your mind is at.
Because the headset that I'm using now, I had the same bother with this for a while until I started using a different mic. Oh, Chainsaw's going to look some shit
I'm just
up
gonna end
to
up like
help us.
messing around with my settings for a while.
So, how have you been anyway?
That's a loaded question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been quite the week or so.
It's been quite the week. I think it's been, at this stage, it's been quite the fortnight.
5 minutes gone.
I mean, obviously,
Generally speaking, I'm okay. I'm pretty tired.
I mean, I try to keep all these streams a bit, you know, like light-hearted, so you don't need to talk about that stuff if you don't wish to do so. But, like, I think, like, most of the regulars in my chat will know what you're on about because they all followed the whole speaking out thing as well. So,
Because they followed the entire mess
yeah.
that is speaking out, which has become this this big thing.
I mean, that's kind of a good thing because it does seem to be, in some cases at least, leading to changes.
In some, you know, I can't give too much away, but actually on Wednesday night I was part of a Zoom meeting discussing safeguarding in wrestling with things like Equity UK.
All right, okay.
So it was really interesting and it was really positive, and there was lots of kind of different wrestlers involved from up and down the UK.
Chainsaw says, try going to voice and then fiddling with the echo cancellation setting.
Right, let's see. I don't seem to hear anything.
Hello?
Still no.
No. His
Doesn't seem to
idea,
work very well. Or it's not really done anything.
his idea was turn it off and then on again. Ye olde classic.
Hey, that's what I try and do. I just turn everything off and on again.
Yeah, it does seem to be leading to good things. With, you know, people like, you know, like Sierra Loxton, Debbie Keitel, Alexis Falcon, kind of taking point on things. And they all seem good sorts.
Yeah, I think it's leading to a lot of good things. On the, there's kind of there's two halves of it. There's some really good things happening, and as everyone sort of predicted, there's some kind of, there's a bit of backlash coming, and those who have maybe done wrong things are now starting to kind of come out and be a bit angry and a bit salty about everything, as well as some people are trying to use it to settle personal grievances, which I don't agree with. But generally speaking, it's a good thing. I think it's been a long time coming.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, I was saying that when you were away trying to fix things. Wrestling's needed it for a long time.
Oh god, yeah, it's the bleach bath that wrestling has desperately needed.
Chainsaw also says, if you're
If
your headphone jack, if you're using a headphone jack rather than USB, that can cause issues too. Combined headphone mic jacks tend to cause issues. That was the exact cause of my issues, Chainsaw.
Oh, that's interesting.
I used to have problems like that with my
Because I do
headset.
have a combined headphone mic jack.
Is there
I don't even think I have a USB adapter anywhere.
Oh, even like, is there a separate set of headphones or whatever you can use? Because
Yes.
the way I've got mine set up,
You know what? Yes, there is.
I'm using my headset just for the headphones, and I've got like a separate USB mic that I'm using.
you know, that's what I was about to say. I have got a separate microphone that I can use, and I can use this headset as a headset. So give me
perfect.
2 minutes. Oh, this is an exciting development.
Above Catwell with another win. The first person to rack up 2 wins, by the way. And next up, JayBeeIye and JJ Strife. Alright, keep this one back because I think I almost used their street name. I think Jayla will get a kick out of JayBeeIye's entrance. I believe you can get USB headphones, Spike Dragon. And again, this is a little bit of troubleshooting as well to try and get us sorted for tomorrow, for whatever the hell we do. I'll also do a quick plug for Rush's stream later on. I believe she's going to be continuing Alan Wake. And her playing spooky games is generally quite fun. And it is very... You know, I get a kick out of that because, you know, Alan Wake is pretty Twin Peaks. Pirate Alan Wake. Is this like one of those weird anti-pirate measures they put in or something? Oh, cool. No, I believe it's the Xbox One she's playing it on, or 360 rather. Or one of the two, Xbox anyway. That's interesting. How that moves around when I go.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello! Ah, that's so much better.
Good.
I'm gonna have to turn it down because I just deafened myself.
Way.
Oh my god.
Hey everyone, we fixed it.
Yay!
So
When I say we fixed it, I mean Scott came over and fixed it.
that sounds like something important. I don't know if you caught it because it was like you were trying to fix stuff at the time, but I was saying earlier I was actually watching his brother's stream earlier.
Oh yay! Gordon's streams are always kind of fun. He's got a real dry sense of humour that
He does.
I really enjoy.
That's the first time I've actually heard him speak. Like I've only like I've seen him at shows with you guys, but that was the first time I've actually heard him speak. And he does sound a lot like Scott. So, like,
He sounds pretty much like Scott, yeah. You should see them both at Christmas time. It blows my mind. Because normally my mother-in-law will have bought them like the same jumper from Marks and Spencer's, and they feel compelled to go and put it on. And they both have he says pressure, and they both have the same color of hair, and they both have the same kind of beard, and it's weird. It's like twinsies.
There's actually a shot from one of the first Fierce Female show at Shed, where I know he was there because he was actually stood in front of me and Joanna, and it's the shot from the Lana Austin Jokey match, where Lana went, did the thing where she hits him in the face with her bum.
Yes.
And like Joki's just like sat there with a big smile, like arms outstretched, and like it's from that picture, like you can see his reaction and me and Joanna's reaction.
It always amazed me when Gordon would turn up to these shows, actually, because he's not, as far as I was aware, he was never the biggest wrestling fan. I think he just always came along because he was like, see what Lindsay's doing.
Yeah.
See if she's going to beat somebody up.
And there was me like almost tripping over by almost using your shoot name earlier as well.
Ah, it's fine. At this point, everybody knows my real name's Lindsay, surely. Do you? Do you guys know my real name's Lindsay? Dan Reed did it to me anyway, like, at the end of my retirement match, he cut a big promo where he was like, "Goodbye, Jayla, hello, Lindsay," and I was like, "Thank you for telling an entire audience of people what my real name is." Cheers, mate.
So we're doing here big old G1 tournament.
Yay. Okay.
And here's some entrance music I think you'll really like.
Love it. I mean, I'm not sure why you would automatically assume that I would like this music, but I am having a little dance in my chair, so...
Because it's from Sonic.
Yeah, no, I do. I really like it.
Because JayBeeIye streams, at some point he almost always inadvertently ends up singing this bloody song, so I had to go with this one. See, we need a new champion because, funnily enough, speaking out, the character or champion was based, the person or the character was based on physically, turned out to be sending all manner of unsolicited DMs. So he was like, I can't speak for real wrestling companies, but zero tolerance here for that.
Definitely zero tolerance. That is how it is.
And like naturally, I'm going to recast the character because it's my bloody character. I invented it.
Well, yes.
I'm going to give him the mullet that he always deserved.
Oh, outstanding.
Well, he has the character's name, because it was like supposed to be like the big, hefty, late 80s, early 90s pro USA thing. And his name was the USS Lariat Buck Lincoln. If nothing else, I'm good at coming up with daft names.
I do love a good daft name, honestly.
Well,
Daft names are pretty much... Thing is, I'm not good at coming up with daft names completely by myself. I usually have to have somebody else that comes up with these things for me. Most of my kind of funny finisher names were done with were other people that came up with them and were like, "Oh, you should call it that," and I've gone, "Okay."
Yeah, didn't you say it was like Scotty Rennick came up with the E-Walker Dropper?
No, it was Stevie Wizard came up with the E-Walker Dropper. We were on a W3L tour and he called it that, and I laughed for a good 5 minutes straight and was like, "Yep, well, that's what it's called now."
Who came up with the Sarlacc pit?
The Sarlacc pit. Who did come up with the Sarlacc pit? Because I know it wasn't me.
Which in and of itself makes that move sound way filthier than it actually is.
I mean, it is a little bit filthy, to be fair. I'm choking someone out of my thighs. Like, it's hard to not make it a kind of filthy move, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know who came up with the Sarlacc pit, but I will find out. I will.
See, that wouldn't surprise me if that one was Scott, actually.
Definitely wasn't Scott.
Like,
Definitely wasn't Scott.
I mean, maybe it wouldn't put me past. I wouldn't put it past like Kim to come up with something like that. But I don't know how into Star Wars she is.
He's super. I mean, I know he's pretty into Star Wars. I don't think he was as into Star Wars as I was when we met.
No, I mean Kim.
Oh, Kim. Oh. No, Kim's not really into Star Wars. Anytime I start talking about it, she does the super friendly smile and nod, but you can tell that she's like, oh my god, shut up.
Ah, like every conversation with me ever.
She's like, she indulges me for a while, but then she will just be like, babe, I've got no idea what you're talking about, and I'll be like, okay, it's fine. I know. But I love that she tries to indulge me anyway.
And I've always wanted to do a G1 tournament. Naturally made it Commodore 64 themed because there was initially 64 entrants. We've cut it down to 2 groups of 16 through qualifiers.
I mean, that's a lot. Like,
oh yeah, I wasn't doing like 2 groups of 32. That's too much, even for
that's
me.
mental.
So 2 groups of 16.
Okay.
And the winner of each group will take on each other. This is only like night 3, the second round of Group A matches. That, and in G1 style we throw in like other stuff to as like the prelim as well. We do
okay.
not have. It's the only thing the G1 has over us is we don't have Torrigiano. I need to make you like one of these alter egos.
Oh yeah.
Like,
If you're gonna make me an alter ego, can you make me tall?
sure.
Because I'm so small that I'm like, can someone please just make me tall?
I mean, we've only three actual real wrestlers qualified for this tournament. So
Brilliant. Love it.
Andrew Everett, Jodie Summers, and Courtney Rush.
Oh nice, Courtney Rush.
Yeah, who is under the name Justine Saiyan
Brilliant.
because she's
Love it.
like Dragon Ball Z Dark.
Yeah, no, I enjoy that.
And Andrew Everett is Drew Mungous.
Drew Mungous is a fantastic name. I love a good pun name, like that is brilliant. It makes me genuinely happy.
Oh, wait till you see mine.
Is it a really good pun name?
Holy Rood.
Oh no.
It came because like my display name on Twitter for a wee while was Holy Rood Hogan.
That's brilliant. Oliver Hogan.
But like, you know, like him, but except not a big mad daft hot dog skinned racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you missed one earlier. One of our
What did I miss?
cruiserweights. Pretty Boy Dicky Boyd.
Oh god.
That's oh, JJ with another win. wait, no, you didn't win last time. I beat him last time.
Oh, did you?
Mhm.
Your massive hand referee is still one of my favourite things.
Oh, Big Hands Johnson.
Yeah, he's so funny. 100%!
Yeah, and
You guys put on a show.
check the name of the finisher as well.
Nice.
You'll get loads, like literally most of his signature moves are like Zelda references. I know he had one called the Wind Waker as well.
The Wind Waker, I like that.
Right. Next up.
See, I don't know what I prefer more. I don't know whether I prefer pun names, names that are obvious like pop culture references, or names that are so atrociously arrogant and up themselves.
Oh, I love some of those.
Because some of them are ridiculous.
Well, my favourite one is, like, this is Group B we're showing here. Albino was
Okay.
a character created by my friend Stu, who you have met, but I don't know if you'd remember. I think we spoke about it before. It was like the ICW awards and you were pure steaming.
Oh, I don't remember much about that night, to be fair.
But like, I'm sure you've met him at other shows as well, like since then, because he comes to shows with me quite a lot. But he created the albino character when he bought a Blue Demon mask off eBay, and used to wear it around college just because why not? And he, the name came from the Bret Hart promo, the "Who are you to doubt El Dandy" thing, right? Because Dandy, Beano.
Okay, I like that.
And the character idea we have for him is that, like, his dad was one of those wrestlers who would, like, the white guys that would, like, put on a mask and pretend to be, like, a real luchador. But he never smartened Albino up to the business, so Albino grew up thinking he was Mexican, despite only speaking, like, a few rudimentary Spanish phrases. This is
I like
what-
Rabid. Rabid looks cool.
Rabid, created by a friend on Twitter, also named Rabid.
Rich Luxury. Love the name. Love it.
Mr. Saturday Night, Rich Luxury.
Rich Luxury.
His finisher's a camel clutch called the Lap of Luxury.
Brilliant. Oh. What a name. The Lap of Luxury.
Oh yeah, that chainsaw, like, being American, it took, like, me to explain to him why Ainsley Lariat is such a good name.
Ainsley Lariat.
That's Gene's Monies. And also he's, the flippy senton he does is called Fat Morgan Webster.
Fat Morgan. I like that too. Any kind of pun names, honestly, they're brilliant. Love them.
God, yeah. I mean,
Ainsley Lariat, though.
Puns are, like, about 90% of how I communicate anyway.
Yes, I know, and sometimes they're great, and other times they make me just drop my phone. And that sort of, I'm putting this down, and I'm not going to reply to this message for a while. Because they're that bad, I need to actually sit down and be like, no.
Why am I friends with this fool?
Just a kind of a, oh god, mate, no.
Oh, did I ever tell you my AJ Styles one?
No, I don't think so.
About, like, how he was in a curry house and he got kicked out by security for, like, kicking up shit. And while he was being dragged out, he was screaming that he don't want none.
Right.
Eh? So this actually became a thing because
Oh no.
somebody on Twitter thought I was legitimately trying to start a rumour.
Wow, really?
And like, we all had a good laugh about it. And it ended up, like, one of the stables we have in this is called the Curry House Fight Club. And it's basically all the people that were in on the joke. One of them had a... Can't really do it in Fire Pro, but in the 2K days, had, like, a... Like, she was, like, basically, make me Guy Fieri, but a girl. So I did, you know, the
Guy
flame
Fieri,
shirt,
but a girl.
you know, flame shirt and everything. The name we came up with, obviously, Gal Fiery.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, chat, who was the bear fight again? They got, I think it was Canadian Zebra that came up with it. Because we've got the channel points thing now, so Stan Hansen, that's it. We have to do Stan Hansen versus a bear to close things
Oh
out.
yeah, do Stan Hansen versus a bear.
5 minutes gone.
So Rabid very much like a hardcore guy. Whereas Rich Luxury's a big cheating bastard. There is a difference. There is a difference between being a hardcore guy and a cheating bastard.
There is a difference. There's definitely a difference between being a hardcore guy and a cheating bastard. Like, I think it's intention. I just love that I love it when these characters, they run off the ropes for no reason. I think, God, what a waste of energy.
It's because the AI senses that the other character's about to get up and they would miss the move. That's why it is, if you see them like running off the ropes and then stopping, and all of a sudden, like when the other character gets back up.
Ah, okay.
Oh, I'm gutted I missed that chainsaw. Have you ever seen this? When the Forgotten VCR Twitch?
No. No, I have not.
You would love it. It's
like, would I?
Yeah, it's like it's like cut together bits of like old VHS tapes from around the world.
That sounds pretty cool.
And it's like a mix of everything. Like you get like things like the, what do you call them? The company name bits at the start of them, or like weird bits to like kung fu movies out of context and stuff like that.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Lots of ninjas and some wrestling. That definitely sounds like my bag.
Oh yeah, like I mean, like me, you're like an 80s child, so
I am an 80s child.
So it's pretty much like ASMR to us. Did it have when you say it had the Stan Hansen bit chainsaw? Did it have the one where he was going off on Riki Choshu and Tenoru and that? The one where he's like, and what about this Choshu Riki? You make me sick, you long-haired weirdo. I'm Stan Hansen. I'm the founder of the Lariat.
I don't love Stan Hansen, but I don't not love Stan Hansen. Is that a weird way to put it?
I get what you mean.
Because it's a weird thing where I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I love Stan Hansen, but not for the reasons people think I do love Stan Hansen.
Basically because he was just like blind as a bat and just flattened people all the time.
Right. Yeah. Like, I didn't love Stan Hansen for his 100% epic work rate, you know?
Yeah.
Which is a real shame to say.
No, but like, not everyone needs to be that guy, you know?
No, not everybody needs to be that guy, but it always reminds me of a joke that I had with another wrestler who will remain nameless backstage. When we were sitting talking and he was like, see, one of these days, you know what I can't wait for? When we're all in our 40s and we're backstage at a wrestling show and we're just sitting there and we've to wrestle some wee young guy who's dead eager and dead excited, and they'll come up to us and I'll sit there and I'll have my cigarette. The guy doesn't smoke, but he will for this scenario. He's like, I'll have my cigarette and I'll look the kid dead in the eye while he tells me all these mad spots he wants to do and all these moves, and then I'll leave it for a minute, stone silence, look him square in the eye, take a big drag of my cigarette and then go, I don't do spots. And I'll pull my trunks up to my tits like Stan Hansen, and then I'll just walk out and leather him. Every time I hear the word Stan Hansen, I think of that particular wrestler telling me that story, and it just makes me laugh so hard because I know, because of who said it to me. And it's not anyone that you would ever expect. It was a he, but it definitely wasn't someone that could be a Stan Hansen.
See, I have an idea in my head of who it could be. Like, based on like the person's sense of humour, I think I know who it might be.
You can privately message me and say who you think it might be, and I'll tell you if you're right. Yes, you're right. It's actually really impressive that you got that from that, but Yeah.
It's because when you were describing it all, I can actually hear him in my head saying it.
Yep, it was his voice, which is why when he was going through this whole thing, it was backstage at a show, and I was in stitches. I couldn't, because he did the full actions. It was a real theatrical performance. He went through the whole thing, and I couldn't stop laughing. And then people were like, "What the hell are you laughing about?" I'm like, I can't do it because it was a one-time thing, and if he does it again, the moment will be spoiled. So forever, that's going to live in my wrestling memory till the day I die.
It's like the way that you were speaking, like the cadence, the voice, and everything. I just knew immediately who it was. Like I was like, yeah, that sounds like him. This match going on a while, and these group matches do have a 30-minute time limit.
So how do they do with a 30-minute time limit? That's pretty. Is he bleeding from his underarm?
No, it's a tattoo.
Oh, okay. I thought that he'd maybe been like light tubed in the side.
All the blood in this game comes from the head. Some of it like spreads down like the chest and back, but
Nice.
oh, there, Chainsaw's. Oh, gets the win with a lap of luxury.
The Lap of Luxury, what a fantastic finish name. Oh, and he's doing an evil laugh.
Yes, Chainsaw, she is. Same name as everywhere else. Chainsaw says he's going to gift you a sub to that forgotten VCR thing I was on about.
Cool. Yes, pretty much my... do I have that? Yeah. Same name as everywhere else, just Jayla Dark.
It's one of those things where you can put it on and lose like an hour or so watching it.
Oh, I love stuff like that.
This should be a brutal match. We've got Sasha Rose versus THRILLHO.
THRILLHO. Hey, wait, did Sasha Rose steal some of my old gear?
Possibly. I mean, the person,
Is this what it looks
my friend
like?
Sasha, who created that character, is a fan of yours, so...
Maybe it's just anytime I see green and black gear, I'm like, oh hey,
I mean, I don't know if that's...
that looks like mine.
I don't know if that's where it came from, but she is a fan of yours, so...
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. If you're listening, or if you're listening.
Against So THRILLHO came from... about a month or so ago, my friend Mildly Amusing did a charity stream.
Cool.
He was playing the TEW game, the one that's like the wrestling booker sim.
Okay, yeah.
And one of the things I demanded was that he hire the person with like the lowest stats he could find and try and get them as over as possible.
Fight.
And one of my demands was also that he rename him THRILLHO because of the Simpsons gag.
THRILLHO. It's such a good name.
Yeah, short for Thrill House.
THRILLHO. THRILLHO. I dig it a lot.
And naturally THRILLHO has some silly moves that have been created
Of course.
with the move thing.
I would be really disappointed if THRILLHO didn't have some silly moves, to be honest.
You know, in his qualifying match he caused an injury with his fingers up the bum.
Oh my god. Oh god, no.
Like, you know the thing, like, that like Liger would do sometimes, where he'd like just like do the point up the bum thing?
Sure.
That. He caused an injury with that. Oh yeah, and he farts at people as well.
Oh, THRILLHO. You so cheeky.
Because Johnny from New Legacy created a move where they fart and it has, like that, where it has a mist effect. You can see like green on the face of Sasha now.
Good lord. Oh, poor Sasha, that's awful.
I mean, if nothing else, I wanted to do it first. That's a move I was going to create anyway. Because it perfectly fits my current Junior Vice Executive Champion, Super Amos.
Oh, good lord.
It's all bum moves, you know, like stink faces.
Yeah, little Spike Dragon idea, or just, oh dear god.
Yep. Oh, you have no idea how often Jayla says that when I'm talking to her.
Just, oh dear god. I do, there's an awful lot of face palming involved. There's an awful lot of shaking my head. It's done out of love, but it's also just... Yay, thank you, Chainsaw. That's exciting. I'm gonna watch the hell out of that. It's gonna be good.
I think the streams are probably archived as well.
Awesome.
And you said you were thinking about streaming this weekend as well, didn't you?
I was considering it. I actually, the other week, when I was wanting something for a nice little bit of distraction, I actually redid all of my stream graphics. I redid all my stuff. It obviously all looks like Far Cry 5, so sorry if that's super predictable for anybody. But I was considering it. I was actually thinking, like, I want to start doing some stuff. I filmed with Emily Hayden. We filmed 3 episodes of Pixel Bitches during the week.
Yeah,
so I need to...
For Life is Strange.
For Life is Strange, yeah, and I want to get that edited during the week, but I was kind of like, no, I think I'd actually quite like to get back into streaming. I just need to pick something that I actually want to play.
Oh, hey, El Waster. Yeah, I'm trying to make up my mind what to play tomorrow.
Well, what do you... Right, I'm pretty easy, Oatsy. What do you want to play tomorrow? Like, I'm pretty... If you want to do wrestling, we can do wrestling. You want to do something else, we can totally do something else.
Yeah, see, like, because I'm going to stream both nights this weekend.
Okay.
And one night, I've not made up my mind which yet, I'll be doing, like, Group B matches from this.
Okay.
But I also, like, I do want to try something different for a change. Because, like, I have so many games that I've not got around to playing yet.
Oh my god, mate. Me too. Me too. So many. I was actually just going through my Steam library the other day because I've got obviously the Steam sales on, the summer sales on, so I was scrolling going, oh my god, what can I buy? And thinking to myself, the little voice in the back of my head going, you don't need any more games. So I bought more games, like, that's what I did. Obviously.
Same.
So
Hard same.
So I'm considering actually, I bought Life is Strange Before the Storm, which is kind of the smaller version of, was the prequel to Life is Strange.
Yeah, I was actually watching my friend Milkman play that just the other day.
Nice. I was considering streaming episode 2 of it if I can be bothered, but we'll see what I want to play. It might just be something totally fun and platformery. It also might just be The Sims for like 3 hours.
I do like the idea of something along those lines, like where it's like a very story-driven thing.
I absolutely adore story-driven games.
Now, I've got a few sort of like free roaming kind of games as well, where it's like investigative.
Sure.
You have to find out what's going on. Like there's one I've got in there called the Paynes Creek Killings.
Okay.
Where like you're going around this like abandoned little town looking for evidence of what happened and stuff.
Ooh.
I
like stuff like that.
Yeah, I got it because it was on sale once, and it was like, hey, that sounds interesting, but I've just never got round to it yet.
There's obviously I'm a massive fan of pretty much all the kind of Telltale games. Massive fan of Telltale.
Oh yeah.
Very, very, very sad that they went under. Because I loved all the Telltale games. I love all the Walking Dead games. I've not played the Walking Dead final season, Clementine's final season yet, but I've watched people play it and I cried when I watched it, so no doubt if I finally get around to playing it I will cry. It's just so sad. I just feel like these games are designed to make me cry. But then again, so is Disney Pixar, and pretty much everything that I watch on Disney Pixar, I'll start crying. So
I have that with Transformers the movie.
right, if you don't cry at Transformers the movie, then you're made of stone. Okay, I feel like that should be. That's my stance, and I'm sticking to it.
Like, I've not watched the Michael Bay ones, but like the 80s ones.
I mean, I cried how bad the Michael Bay ones were. I didn't like them. I'm sorry if anybody liked them. I found them very difficult to get through. Jumanji 2? What about Jumanji 2 made you cry?
I've not
Was it The
watched that one.
Rock? Was it The Rock and his sparkling pecs? You didn't cry at The Lion King? Oh my god. I thought everybody cried at The Lion King.
Thank you, King Darkness, for the follow, by the way. Appreciate that.
Yay! Following! I
yeah.
cried watching the original Jumanji as well.
I cried watching Twin Peaks.
Of course you did.
No, like, when you watch the third season, you'll understand.
Okay.
And it wasn't like a sad bit either. It was like a, this is so cool bit. And what was the other one? Another David Lynch one, Mulholland Drive.
Oh yeah, I've watched Mulholland Drive, and yeah, I cried a bit at Mulholland Drive as well. From what I can remember. It's been a while since I watched it though.
For you, was it the bit near the end, the You Came Back bit?
Oh my god, yes. You know the thing that made me cry the most though? I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It's the Disney Pixar movie called Inside Out.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Right, there's a bit, it's basically about the emotions of this teenage girl, and so each, like, the emotions in her head, so like sadness, happiness, or sadness, joy, disgust, and their characters. But there's a part in the movie where her invisible, yes, that's it, the imaginary friend, Bing Bong, when Bing Bong sacrifices himself into the memory pit, where so basically she's gonna forget him forever, and it's, oh my god, I watched that the first time I watched it, Scott and I watched it together, literally the night before I was due to fly to Japan for 8 weeks, so I was already pretty sad that I was going to be leaving, and just, it's a terrible idea, just an awful idea. I cried so much. Just, if it's animated and heartwarming, I'm probably going to burst into tears. It's just the best way to put it.
I actually cried laughing during Mulholland Drive as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, the Hitman scene.
Yes, okay. Yeah, I didn't cry laughing, but I definitely, like, there was a hearty chuckle.
Oh no, I was on the floor. I was absolutely helpless during that scene.
El Waster, I've not watched Onward yet, but I've been told that I really, really should. Should I? Is it going to make me cry? Your silence says that it is going to make me cry.
Oh no.
Oh no. Coco, oh my god, more than Coco? Oh, Coco was heartbreaking. Like, Jesus Christ, the end of it? The end of Coco, when he's like singing to his grandmother, the song that her father wrote her, Jesus. I was an absolute wreck of a human being. If you'd walked into my house, you would have thought someone had died. It's a beautiful movie. It's fantastic. I would recommend it to everybody, but it is, oh, it's painful. That's a real tearjerker of a movie. I'm not selling it very well.
Yeah, sometimes you can't get a good cry.
Sometimes you do just need a movie that's gonna just get it all out, cry, sob all that energy out, and I can guarantee you, as provided that you've drank a lot of water as well to stay hydrated, you're gonna sleep so well. Actually, you know, I might do that at some point tomorrow. I might watch some Disney Pixar movies just to force myself to have a really good cry to get everything out. Just to get it all out.
One of the ones that does it for Joanna is Dumbo.
Oh my god, Dumbo!
The bit at
When
the
he
start,
sees when he goes to visit his mum.
the bit with the, you know, sad elephant in captivity bit.
Oh my god, it's so.
And I remember like when they did the remake of it, and like she watched the trailer, and it had the music from that bit in it, and that was just her away.
It's no, but sometimes that's all it takes. You need to hear the music, and then you go up, the start of Up. I just need to hear the start of Up, and that's it. I'll start crying. No, Chainsaw, I'm sure that Disney Pixar are designed to make you cry.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, they know that you're gonna start sobbing. Like, see, you guys get it. Like, right at killing off Ellie right at the start. And then every time for the rest of the movie, whenever he patted the side of the house and spoke to his dead wife, I was like, oh god. And something that killed me, see when I went to see it in the cinema the first time, in like a row in front of us, there was a child with their parent, and every time like something was happening, because obviously it's the opening sequence is all silent, so you don't really, you know, you get the idea of what's happening through the actions, not anything else. And this little kid just kept going, Dad, why is she falling down?
Oh,
Dad,
no.
why is she lying in bed? Dad, why isn't she getting up? And I was just, oh god, it was awful. It just broke me. I was just like, kid, please shut up. You're not helping things. You don't want to tell a child to shut up when you're in a movie that is technically a children's film.
Not with that attitude.
Not with that attitude. Oh, Finding Nemo, yeah. Jesus.
I've still never watched that.
What? You've never seen Finding Nemo?
Nope. Never seen The Godfather either.
Okay, well, I mean, I've not seen all of The Godfather, so that I can forgive, but Finding Nemo? Mate. Tell me your lovely missus has seen Finding Nemo.
Yes.
Right, okay. That's fine.
I mean,
but like,
she goes to the cinema a lot more than I do. So.
Okay. But genuinely, you should watch Finding Nemo, and then I want you to tell me if you at least got like that kind of lump in your throat, like, See, Finding Nemo's great, and there's plenty of parts that will make you cry.
It's like I don't have anything against the idea of watching it. I just never go round to it.
I think you should definitely get round to it. Like, my god, man, you had an entire lockdown to watch Finding Nemo and you didn't do it.
I did very little apart from Scream.
I did very little, except like, if I wasn't working, I was pretty much lying face down on my couch going, I wonder what else I can do. That's actually not true. I did a lot of Photoshop stuff. I really did teach myself how to draw from scratch and how to do a lot of Photoshop edits and make GIFs from scratch, which, to be honest, has now made me really invaluable in wrestling, because not a lot of people can do that, as it turns out. I was the same, Chainsaw. I went into Finding Nemo with zero expectations. I thought it was going to be like a fun little cartoon about fish. I didn't expect it to be a fun cartoon about fish that actually had some family issues.
Oh, Jordan gets the win. His gear is such because his Twitter handle is the Bionic Elmo.
The Bionic Elmo. Oh my god, that's brilliant. I never understand. Like, I know people that wrestle in fluffy book covers, and I could never work out how they did it. It always seems really uncomfortable. You know, like Tyler Breeze had those massive, massive fluffy book covers. They didn't even look like fur. They looked like the kind of material that you got stuck to the bottom of a mop.
Alright, here we go. Time for my match. Now let's see if you curse me. Return the favour.
If I curse you, haha!
Now you know how it feels, eh? Mourn the real wrestlers. This one here, my friend Rep's creation, adapted by me to Fire Pro.
He looks cool. I like his gear.
Won his previous match against Rich Luxury. I hasten to add to everyone as well, the blue and orange is an Iron Brew thing, not a Rangers thing.
Nice.
Is it the
I
hair?
always love it when people dress up as a giant Iron Brew can.
Well, I'm not wearing my Twin Peaks gear in this tournament.
Fight.
Oh. No, I like your Iron Brew gear.
The Twin Peaks one, it's like the same style, but it's like red and it's got like the black and white zigzags on it as well. Oh, and since you like pun names,
I do like pun names.
and like, I obviously went heavy with David Lynch influence.
Yep. Obviously.
The Mulholland Driver.
You know, I should have seen that coming because I am sure someone else somewhere has had the Mulholland Driver. I'm sure they have.
Well, now they're just my favourite wrestler ever.
I know, and I'm trying to think who it was, or whether it was one of those names that sort of got thrown about, but nobody ever used it. I definitely didn't use it, and now I'm like, oh, I should have. It wouldn't have matched the Star Wars thing, but I don't think it matters much.
I mean, like, I know one of my favourites is like, and it's not so much a pun, just a thing that I love. Jackie and Rob with the Belinda Buster.
The Belinda Buster, yes.
The Razorhead. Oh, that's a great move name, Spike Dragon. That could be the new name for the Mind Slide.
The Razorhead, that's awesome.
'Cause the Brainbuster was the Mind Slide because Wild Heart song.
Yep, obviously.
But the Razorhead works.
The Razorhead does work. I really like that. This is how. Remember how I kept obviously saying I was like, I'm not making a comeback. I'm never making a comeback. But the problem with wrestling is that it always ends up sticking in your head for better or worse, despite how stressful situations are. And I have now designed in my infinite boredom on Photoshop. I've designed Far Cry 5 gear. And I've been thinking about pun names, and I can't stop. And now I'm like, no, I don't have anywhere to train for a start. All the schools are closed.
I'm just thinking of the GIF, like your current relationship with wrestling. I'm just thinking of like the Homer Simpson GIF where he's on the lawnmower and he torches the bridge behind him.
That's how it feels. Like, I don't know if you saw, I had Far Cry 5 had a huge aesthetic going. Oh my god, man, so much, and I loved it. But I don't know if you saw, I put up a throwback Thursday on Thursday, funnily enough, and one of the gifs was me basically at Pro Wrestling Eve giving like the 2 middle fingers to somebody, and I was like, this is my new reaction gif for 2020. This is how I look. I'm just like, fuck all of you, except like this very small group over here in the corner. You're all fine, but fuck all of you. Like, I don't mean it to. It's been a very tiring fortnight, everybody. It's been a very tiring fortnight. I finally ended up just putting up in case anyone follows me on Twitter, and if they were wondering, the reason I've made my Twitter private, I've just protected my tweets, is because frankly I need some peace and quiet, because I've been getting a lot of messages from people and a lot of like annoyance that I don't really require right now. So I decided to give myself a bit of peace and quiet and just make it private. So yeah, that's why. Because I made it quiet, and then I had a couple of messages on different platforms going, "Why did you make your Twitter private?" I'm like, "Why are you messaging me to ask? I didn't think it was that important."
I mean, you don't use it as, even like, you know, when you were wrestling, like you never used it as much as a lot of other wrestlers anyway.
Like, I used like obviously over the last fortnight I used it for kind of slightly more kind of serious topics, but it's mainly where I've gone to just talk shit. To be honest, like, it's mainly where I've just gone to talk shit, and if people have followed me and gone, I like her Twitter, I'm like, okay, since March 2009 I've been talking nonsense on it, but if you say so. If you guys want to follow me, that's okay. Do they have any idea what the last few weeks have been like? I don't think they have, or at least they've been on the kind of outside of it looking in. They've not actually been caught in the actual middle of it. Do you ever hate it when you take it? Yes. I just hate it when shit pops off on social media, like, in general. It's been very difficult to not have shit pop off on social media recently.
Yeah.
Like, anyone that does anything, I'm like, yep, there we go, another war has begun.
Ooh, I won.
It was the Iron Brew gear that clearly did it.
Oh god, yeah.
Obviously it was the power of the brew. Which now makes me wish that I had like a can of Iron Brew. I've got a can of Diet Coke, but...
I've got like a full 2-litre bottle of Iron Brew.
See, I don't know if I'm just one of these super fussy people that I don't like the plastic bottle. Like, if I ever become a wrestler, I don't care how many times people tell me I'm never ever getting on social media, then you probably won't ever get booked, unfortunately. There's a lot of amazing wrestlers that are actually the same, like, that they're not on social media, they don't have a Twitter, they don't have like a public Facebook, and they get work because of their talent, but they do get overlooked a lot. Like, there's lots of people that just... Timothy Thatcher, I think, is one of the best examples of that.
Aye, because he's not got anything, does he?
Nope, he doesn't have anything, and he's awesome. He's such a good worker, he's in amazing shape, he is really good at pretty much everything. But yeah, I don't think he got nearly as much recognition as he should have in certain places, simply because he didn't have social media, so not a lot of people found out about him, which is really sad, because he's an awesome wrestler. If anyone really likes good quality catch wrestling and technical wrestling, then I'd highly recommend looking out for Timothy Thatcher stuff. He does a lot of stuff with WXW, I believe.
Well, he's in NXT now.
Oh, there you go.
And
Damn wrestling pros and their social media. Hey, look, sometimes I look my best when I am in a GIF, okay? When I am in a 2-second clip that just rotates over and over.
I've only ever got to see him live once, because he never really wrestled up here that much. It was... He did a training seminar at Source, actually, years and years and years ago, and he wrestled, I want to say, He Who Shall Not Be Named. Of course. I
think he wrestled him, and it was a good match. But yeah, he did a training seminar with us, and it was really interesting. And then he did but it was like one of those shows where it wasn't in a big venue, it was at the school, it was like a friends and family kind of mini show, so...
Right.
of all the places to put Timothy Thatcher. You're like, yeah, put him in a venue in front of like 20 people.
Because the time I saw him it was Discovery, it was him and Joe Hendry.
Yes, and that was a fantastic match.
Like,
Absolutely adored it.
It was like Joe with his like amateur stuff is like the perfect opponent for someone like that. So here we go, bear fights.
Yes! Stan Hansen versus a bear in a cage.
We do have more bears now as well.
You've more bears?
Yeah, so we've got the giant bear and we've still got Wayne Britzley.
Nice.
We've now also got a big ass panda bear.
Love it. Oh my god, can I wrestle the panda?
Yeah.
I really want to wrestle a panda sometime.
And we've got a polar bear
Aww.
called Paul R. Bear.
Did you say Paul R. Bear?
Paul R. Bear.
Brilliant. I actually don't know whether I want to wrestle the panda or the polar bear. I like both of them. Probably the panda. I think I could win against a panda. I'm not sure I could win against a polar bear. Like, I've put on some lockdown weight, don't get me wrong, but I think a polar bear could still royally mess me up. Stan Hansen's doing well though. Look at him go. Oh no, wait. Bear. It's got to be illegal?
Oh no DQs in these.
But where did the bear get it from?
It was just an extra sharp claw. It's fine.
It was Pickle.
Oh, bear
It's a
plane spin.
mutant. No! Protect your head, Stan.
Oh, yeah, see, he's got the arms up.
He has got the arms up. What a pro. What a pro. A big brown blur, he's gonna hit it with a lariat.
This is his approach to everything.
I was gonna say, that's just Stan Hansen all rounds, like, going to the airport, hit it with a lariat. Getting a drink at the bar, hit it with a lariat. Buying groceries, hit it with a lariat.
As always, our referee for these shoot fights is the giant from Twin Peaks.
Yep, love it. Ah, what a beautiful reversal.
I tried making the wee guy for Twin Peaks as well, but it didn't quite work out.
Oh no.
Couldn't get him small enough.
Aww. See, right, that's not a claw.
It's an extra sharp claw. Nothing to see
Okay.
here.
Okay. Extra sharp claw. Sickle. Or a scythe. A mini scythe.
It's actually a move in the game because it's Sushi Onita.
Okay, fair enough then. That makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense. Oh no, oh, the humanity. Oh god.
Yeah, still hasn't been able to bust them open though.
I know, I was gonna say, Stan Hansen's got like metal skin. Stan Hansen just messing. You know what? I've seen these octagons and absolutely screw taking any kind of back bump on it. Oh, now he's busted open. Took a good few tries though.
Oh yeah. I think this is technically a dodecadon. Gone. I'm sure there was a real word in there somewhere.
It's fine. It's late. It's a Friday. You don't need to use real words. Oh yes! On yourself, Stan Hansen. Just killing a bear.
So how about, I've got an idea. Because you said you want you versus a bear.
I'd quite like to wrestle a bear, yeah. I'd lose, but I think I'd like to wrestle a bear.
But we also have, like, because I did say we would make, like, an alternate of you. And give it
Okay.
some, but we can give it some big silly moves as well.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice.
Because, believe me, there is some big silly moves. Yeah, let's see what we got here.
It's weird watching me just beat myself up.
I know. Oh, you got to have the.
Oh my god! That's so cool.
Yeah, that's the one I sent you the other day.
I know, you sent me a video and I thought it was the coolest thing. And I'm sitting here looking at that going, as if my leg has ever moved vaguely that fast. Or with that much flexibility.
We're gonna make you a monster.
Okay. All 5'4" of me.
Kicking the bum. That's the one that
Just-
caused the injury, by the way.
Good lord, that's violent. Ooh. Better cause an injury. That's terrible.
I'm trying to think. Oh, someone made like it's actually them, the person taking a move, but they gave the atomic drop to the Rood cell. Fork in the head.
Fork in the head. Love it. Absolute monster that I am.
Yeah, as you can see, there's been some right silly stuff made.
Of course there has. I'd be really disappointed if there wasn't some silly stuff made. Safety zone.
Safety Zone's new Legacy Inc. thing. Let's
See, I've been doing a lot of DDP yoga, so it just makes me think of DDP yoga shouting at me.
see. You know, the funny thing is, it was actually a move they made up for DDP.
Safety zone.
Yeah.
Well, safety zone is, I go to, Vinyasa, no that, Hot Pod Yoga in Glasgow, and it's, well, I did, it's closed right now, but, safety zone is basically child's pose,
Right.
but they've changed a lot of, like, they've changed a lot of the names of things to put it more like DDP yoga, but it's, yeah, it's basically just child's pose, but they call it safety zone, and I'm like, yeah, pretty much, safety zone. It's like when they call something kick out, or like you're a dead man, I'm like, it's just like Shavasana. That's what it is, but I don't see someone like DDP saying all the big fancy kind of words for things. I do, however, highly recommend DDP yoga to everybody. It's fantastic.
Yes, I do chainsaw. Somewhere.
Good lord. Opponent's head gets kicked off and they pull another head out of their tights.
Yes.
I mean, okay. Like, you're just saying this like, yes, and?
Oh yeah, a gun. An actual gun.
And I
It's actually a chair, but like the angle makes it look like a gun.
think it makes it like a gun.
The Sonic spin dash.
Brilliant, love it. Again, never moved that quickly in my entire life. The Goomba Stomp!
Where is it? Should be here somewhere. Oh, this one's amazing.
I'm sure you showed me this, and it was fantastic.
I like that one, and I don't know why. Where is it? Zangief spinning pile driver.
Brilliant.
Where is it? It should be in this bit somewhere. Oh, the Thunder God Spear by Raiden, which Emily Hayden wants, by the way.
I think she should get it.
Fork.
Gruesome fork stab. Oh, good lord.
Oh yeah, there's some brutal stuff.
I was just like, that's terrible. That's so unsafe.
Dragon Punch.
Just chucking somebody into the air and being like, way. Nice. Oh, I wish I could do that.
A choke slam, but by the genitals.
I'm sure there's a girl that's done something like that before.
I'm trying. Maybe Candice LeRae?
I don't think it was Candice. Potentially Priscilla Kelly?
Ah, maybe, yeah.
Maybe? Could be just totally misremembering. Either that or I've just seen it and I've gone, that's really cool, and I've like added it to a memory. The Vagplex.
Orange Crush, Orange Cassidy stuff.
I thought that was like very Orange Cassidy-esque, just very casual.
Someone that made I don't know if it was the same person, but someone made the thing where he's got the hands in the pockets and like dodges with a roll through and then hits the drop kick and then kicks up, still with the hands in the pockets.
That's so cool. Every time I see Orange Cassidy do stuff like that, it blows my mind because I'm like, how?
Here, do you want a super kick?
Sure. Barely did one before, but let's have a super kick. Because this is the fun thing about a fantasy game.
It's a special super kick though.
Ooh. Laura James, okay. I've never seen Laura James do it, but I will take your word for it.
Oh. More Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I love Mortal Kombat.
The hell is it? Oh, that's the... Do you remember what it was under Chainsaw? Oh wait, I think it might be under the... Weirdly, it might be under the weak moves. Yes, here it is. Finger Poke of Doom.
Poke of Doom.
Electric hand buzzer thing.
Nice. Looks like I don't have a hand when I'm offering it as well.
Yeah,
like, nah.
I think whoever made it might have messed up with the animation. Yeah, we'll just fill this with dumb moves.
Tragic, yeah, that's an accurate portrayal of what would happen. There's one video of me doing what could almost be called a backflip onto a crash mat, overseas, and I did it like once, got really freaked out and was like, I am never doing that again. And it's when I was much more athletic than I am now.
Yeah, let's give you a moonwalk, why not?
I'm just watching what you're doing, like, Adam, what are you doing to me? It's making me out to be this absolute monster. Hadouken.
That should do the trick. Fix the music. I believe it was Big Dragon, yes. This is what happens when you've got way too much music saved.
I was gonna say, you have so much music.
Here we go, and a shoot fight against a bear, you said?
A shoot fight against a bear, why not?
Let's do this. Oh, wrong type of match. And you wanted the panda.
Yeah. Big ass panda bear.
Yeah, that's what it says on the tin.
Just a big ass panda bear.
Oh, I'm going to need to make you some crazy outfits as well.
You definitely need to make me some crazy outfits.
Be judgmental. And this one will take place in a ring.
Ooh.
Also, you know, through doing this dumb shit, you know who we've found is very good at the shoot fights in it?
Who?
The Wall. From WCW.
The Wall?
From WCW.
Oh, okay. He's good at shoot fighting.
In this game, yeah.
Like, you're like, yeah, in this game.
He beat Haku.
He beat Haku in a shoot fight.
He knocked out The Rock in like 2 minutes.
I mean, to be fair, like, The Rock's a big guy, but do we have any decided proof that The Rock is actually good at shoot fighting?
No, but
Yes,
still,
there I am! With the most obnoxious entrance music. Which I've already been told by certain people, if I'm making any form of comeback, I'm not allowed to, even just a once off, I'm not allowed to change it. Oh, Hen, what you doing? Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh my god,
Oh,
that actually damaged you for the match. Okay, I think we need to change that pose. Like, I know it damages if it does it during the match, but like, I didn't know that doing it during the entrance would count as well.
You just got squashed by a panda.
I just got squashed by a panda. Because I did a backflip, landed on my own head, fucked myself up, the panda hit me once, and that was it.
That's alright.
I'm just explaining to Scott, and he said that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, if I attempted to do a backflip, that is what would happen to me. Like, panda and all. That's it! That was my favourite. I just remembered that one of my signature moves was the Adam Driver, and that's my favourite pun name of all time.
Oh, that is good, yeah.
The Adam Driver. Because it's not a driver!
And that just infuriated people even more.
Alexander Darwin McCallum hates it so much. Like, we've had so many discussions about it where he's like, you can't call it that because it's not a driver. Like, no, but it's... And the move isn't a driver, it's the Adam Driver. He's like, but it's not a driver! I was like, no, but that's the name. And I loved it. I love confusing people with it when I'm like, yeah, I'll hit this move, it's called the Adam Driver, and they're like, oh, so I'll go up on your shoulders? I'm like, no, I'm gonna knee you in the face. Confuses people. Right, Jayla, this time, don't mess yourself up. Just, you're better than that sometimes.
Yeah, that's a fair point. You're driving your knee into their face.
Right? It's not like totally beyond the realms of possibility. That infuriates. See? It drives people mad, and I kind of love it for that. See, okay, I'm not doing much better, but at least I've not... It's a running knee. It's like a pump knee to the face.
Think, like, the corner one that got added with the second Stardom DLC, but like not in the ropes. Hey, it's the move that I saw you finally win a match with.
So it is. I'm thinking that you're talking about which was the first match you saw me win?
Chikara.
Me?
Yep.
It's not a Chikara show.
No. Chikara.
Oh, when I was wrestling Chikara. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about as in the... I was like, I never worked for Chikara. Not that I wouldn't, but I was like, I never worked, man. Oh yeah, against Chikara. Yeah, okay, yeah. That was a fun match. I enjoyed that match.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so that would have been the first time that you saw me win anything. If you were like... Because in Scotland I was always losing.
Yeah.
Because you were in the audience.
Yep. And like violently shook wee Scott Murrin for quite a wee while.
You know, I actually recently, not too long ago, rewatched my Fierce Females title win, and you can be heard, like... you can really be heard, like...
You can hear me on the mobile footage that they put up.
It's so funny, like...
You can hear me on that, like, shit out of that!
You're so loud. You're just like, finally! Finally! I'm like, yeah.
It's spelled Chakara, Jim.
Yeah, it's Chakara, not Chikara. Which is why I just heard it differently, because apparently our accents, we just say things the same way.
You just beat a bear with a finger poke of doom.
Yes! And my comeback to wrestling is complete. At least I'm ending this week on a high.
I'm sure that I might have given you the wrong one, because there is one of the finger poke of dooms that I downloaded that legitimately always results in the other person losing.
Well, it only got 77%, so it wasn't a great match, but at least I went over.
Alright.
Yay!
So chat, last bear fight, who do we do?
Okay, last bear fight. Oh, anybody?
Oh yeah, that Chikara Big Swole match was great.
Oh, it's an awesome match, yeah. Both fantastic girls. Let's see.
Chainsaw says leave it to the rando.
Yeah, let's leave it to let's just randomly select.
Gajira says Sandman. We've got Beef Wellington in there. Justin Starr. I think that may be someone that's in there. Willie Williams. I don't know who that is. Sandman's a good shout.
Sandman might be a good shout.
And someone made a face for him as well.
Really?
Mhm. Yeah, like people have been gradually making like actual faces for the wrestlers using the parts craft.
Ah.
I haven't because I suck at it. But like, get an example. Like someone did a Stevie Richards one. It's like someone put up a bunch of old ECW ones the other day. Like,
Ooh, cool.
Lance Storm, New Jack, Chris Candido. Yeah, I only introduced it recently, Gajira. I'm thinking of bumping the amount of points up though because everyone's like keeps like doing the bear thing, and it's like I don't have that much time to do like 30 bear fights in a row. But yeah, Sandman versus the bear. That sounds good to me. Oh, O'Shea Edwards, that's a good shout. I like that.
Fight.
Come on, Bear. Fuck him up. Yeah.
I mean, is Sandman drunk here? Is he in any condition to perform?
Wasn't that always part of his gimmick? Is that he was always just a bit drunk?
Oh, he was totally slaughtered sometimes, like. And he's bleeding already.
Oh, of course he is. He's Sandman.
You wanna get hardcore, you wanna get extreme. Add that to the latest of Adam's terrible impressions.
That was terrible. I mean, I remember, like, as they were saying about, like, Sandman already bleeding. I remember watching matches when he was, like, smashing cans against his face before he even got in the ring and he just burst himself open. It probably got to the point that his skin was like crepe paper.
Have you seen that clip that they're on about, by the way? Where it's him doing the plug for NoDQ.com and he keeps messing up.
Oh my god. Yes.
You wanna do it on XNV.com.
Come on, Bear. You need to mess up Sandman. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I have never liked Sandman. Even as a kid, when he was supposed to be like, oh my god, he's so cool, and he's so, like, he's so hardcore, and he doesn't wrestle like a regular wrestler, and now I look back, I'm like, no, he was always pish.
No, it was just, like, I mean, the one thing you had in common was, like, kendo sticks.
Yeah, it was pretty much the only thing we had in common, and a load of people used to ask me, they were like, oh, is that because of Sandman? I'm like, no, because, you know, I'm lame and I think kendo sticks are cool.
You really
just
need
made
to
for...
put up that video of you and Viper with a mop.
Oh, I wish I could find it. I'm sure I've got to have it on video somewhere. I must have it somewhere saved. Because it made me laugh so much as like an unofficial ICW promo. Because by that point, oddly enough, by that point ICW had stopped booking me. They just didn't tell me why. Because they're a trash company. But, yeah, we just filmed that ourselves.
And it's like, I laughed so hard watching it.
With Viper trying to sell me a mop instead of a kendo stick for Christmas. And that was literally just a gross mop that we found lying around the garage.
I like you are so clearly trying not to laugh during
Oh,
it.
it's hard. She does it because she makes it really. Steve Blackman is a saint, by the way. Little Spike Dragon. Steve Blackman is a saint. Yeah, no, I was trying so hard not to laugh because she's really good at making me laugh.
But then you can. Boop. Like, I know I made a few gifs of it.
Yeah, it was one of the. If I remember rightly, when you started Wrestling Without Context,
It was
one of
literally one of the first things I went to.
It was one of the first things that went up because I remember being tagged in it and going, "What? What is this?"
Yeah, and then I messaged you. Oh, it's me, by the way. And you were like, oh.
Yeah. Then you messaged me and I was like, "Okay, that makes a little bit more sense."
Oh God, Sandman won.
Oh, what?
Green beer. No, we can't end it like this.
Oh. Oh, Bear, you let us down.
But you know who never lets us down? Because we can't end with the Sandman winning.
Oh my God, no. After the week I think everybody's had, we can't end it with Sandman winning.
So you know who never lets us down? And that's the Wall brother. Him and his white zombie knockoff music.
I do love some White Zombie knockoff.
It's literally Electric Head Part 1. And I never noticed it until I put his music in the game.
Come on, Wall, mess him up.
Well, that was Jayla versus the Sandman.
I do not want to wrestle the Sandman because I don't want to get hepatitis.
I was like, when I was at the ICW shows where Sabu was there and he was bleeding everywhere, like, keep that the hell away from me.
Oh my God, yeah. It was actually just, it was when, I remember there was a lot of kind of the running jokes when Sabu was coming over for ICW and a whole load of people were like, so, everybody's got their vaccinations, right? Like, should we get that? And there was a couple of the guys were like, talking about getting like, that didn't have it. Obviously, I'm not going to name any names, but there were some people who didn't have their hepatitis jags. And I was like, you know, if you want to get a hep jag, if you go to the doctor and you say that you do a sport that has the potential for blood, you can generally get it for free. But you're gonna have to go now because the thing with a lot like Hep B and Hep C, for example, if you want to get vaccinated, it's like 3 different injections over the course of a couple of months.
Yeah.
So some of the guys, I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to look at that like now before he comes over. Right, there's 1 or 2 wrestlers that I'm just like old, like hardcore wrestlers, like the old style hardcore wrestlers, and I just think, oh, your blood must be filthy.
Oh God, I.
Blech. Gross.
See, by the way, people, this is what I always meant when I said that one of the things I liked about Jayla is she'll tell you like it is.
We got a shooter! Pew pew! Nah, not quite. I've done a lot of truth telling over the last fortnight and I am tired. I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah. Like, I mean, this is why we called your guest booking one Shoot Wars.
Shoot Wars, because we were like, who's she gonna open up on? I'm like, well, I think I was quite well behaved.
You're a bit more diplomatic when you're speaking publicly.
Yeah, it's only when I'm private messaging you and I'm like, and another thing!
Yep. Literally the only person I can recall hearing you open up on public was Iceman.
Iceman. What an asshole.
And that was like you literally during one of his matches.
Yeah, because he was a dick. Like, he was such a dick to everybody backstage, especially the women. Like, just total misogynistic asshole, old style wrestler, swaggered in thinking that he knew everything and that, you know, he was going to come in and like show the young boys some tricks, and it was like he was just slow, his match was shit, and he was really horrid to pretty much everybody backstage. So yeah, Iceman can suck my metaphorical cock as far as I'm concerned, but
See,
anyway.
that's how it's done. The wall wins.
Yes! Yes, Wall. Sandman dead? Because look at his face. Oh my god.
So that's how we end it.
That's how we end it, with the Wall.
So thank you everyone that comes out. I'll be on again tomorrow, probably. What time's good for you?
I'm good for probably like between 7 and half 7 onwards.
Yeah, I was going to say I was thinking about starting about 7, so or there.
7 is good for me.
We'll be on. We don't know doing what yet. I'm going to have a look at some of the games I've got. See if we can, because probably not going to be wrestling. We're going to try and do something else. Maybe try and solve a mystery or something.
Ooh, let's try and solve a mystery. That sounds good.
And we are going to do a raid.
Yeah, let's raid somebody.
And it's someone you know.
Who?
Pollyanna.
Ah, sweet. Nice.
She's playing Borderlands 3.
You guys should definitely go and raid Pollyanna.
And tell her Jayla said hello.
Yes. And tell her that I say hi.
I watched her stream a while back, and she'd had a few to drink, and she was unload. I mean, obviously you know the story about why she's no longer involved in wrestling.
Yes.
But like, she was unloading on a lot of people, and literally the only people that she had nothing bad to say about at all were like you, Kim, Kaylee.
Aww. That's good. That's really sweet. That's really lovely to hear. I always really loved Pollyanna. I hated the way things went down. I simply didn't, because obviously I'm up here and she's down there, I didn't know enough about her situation at the time.
Yeah, I knew nothing about it until she went public with it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, Pollyanna's great, and I'm honest glad. With the whole speaking out thing, I'm actually glad that more stuff has come to light, and some people that maybe doubted a lot of things that were said have hopefully maybe seen things in a different light or learned the error of their ways. And when I was actually having a really hard time with a couple of things when we were over in Spain, was it Barcelona? We were in Barcelona, and yeah, for RCW, we shared a hotel room with Nikki Storm, and actually she was really supportive of stuff that I was going through as well. In 2014, we spoke about a lot of stuff. So Pollyanna's a cracking girl. She's fantastic.
I'm sure she mentioned that when I brought I was like, you were always like, when she was going off with these wrestlers, and they were like, you were always cool with Jayla. I was like, oh yeah, I love her. I love Lindsay. She's great. And like, I'm sure she actually mentioned that, but like mentioned like her chasing Nikki around the hotel room.
Yeah, yeah, no, because that was a weird. That was like actually a great trip overall. Like, that was a proper. Obviously, it was an all-women show, but that was a proper like girl power trip. So it was like me, Pollyanna, and Nikki Storm shared a hotel room, but you also had like Kaylee Ray was on that show. The Owens twins were on that show as well, and Pollyanna and I had a really funny match.
Oh.
There was kissing involved. It was really funny.
That sounds like her.
Yeah, where she basically like, I wish I could find the pictures of it because it was really funny. It was also about 1,000,000 degrees, and the humidity made my hair 10 times the size too. But
I used to live down that way, so
that's just what happens.
What was I going to say? I was watching just random matches not long ago on YouTube, and one of them was actually one of the RCW ones from then, and it was Leah Owens against Hikaru Shida.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot that Lee got to wrestle Shida.
But yeah, go tell Pollyanna we said hello, and we'll be back about 7 tomorrow.
Yeah, I think 7 tomorrow.
And we're going to be like pure like mystery machine solving a mystery or something.
Yep, that's all I've been doing all week. So I think I'm gonna be good. I think I'll be good for this.
All right. So cheers, everyone, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.
Yeah, I love Polly Orange.